All right, let's pull up chat. What's that voice? Hi, girls. Who's our mod? Is there a mod around? Hello, everyone. All right. Hi, Boonies. Oh, we got Nutty. I'm going to give a Wyatt update. Ah, thanks for CC, Boonies. Hi, everyone. Okay, obviously Wyatt is not back with me. He has been admitted to the hospital. If you were not around this morning, let me just give you a brief summary. So when I gave Wyatt his meds this morning, I noticed that his right front leg was very swollen. It looked like filled with fluid. The swelling actually was all the way into the right side of his chest, all the way down to his feet. And it was pretty significant. I'm going to post pictures later. I don't know how well you could see it on cam, but it was pretty severe. So I took him, I left and brought him to an ER that has one of the cardiologists that he's seen. And, because I was fearful of some kind of heart condition, it seemed, that could have been heart related. And so, I left here probably right around 10 a.m., got to the hospital at around 11 a.m. So just, an hour difference. And I parked and, I had, during the drive, every negative and positive thought, my head was scrambled. And so I had no idea what was going to happen in the ER and what they would tell me. So I took a moment before I went into the hospital and took Wyatt out of his carrier, and I was planning on, just giving him some kisses and some hugs before we went in. And I pulled him out, and his arm and his chest was completely back to normal. There was no swelling. There was no sign of fluid. Just 1 hour before, it was, hugely swollen. And so this was very strange to me. I am glad that I had taken pictures when it was all swollen. I brought him into the ER, and after he was there for a couple of hours, and the swelling didn't return. So the ER doctor said, this is very strange, and we actually can't explain it. If we don't have an explanation for something that disappears that quickly, that comes on that quickly and disappears that quickly. So there was no easy answer as to what this was. They ended up doing some chest x-rays and were able to get his prior x-rays and compare it to all of his past imaging. And, it was difficult for the radiologists to read, mostly because his x-rays are just very complex. There's a lot, from the ER doctor phrased it as, there's a lot going on, which we know, we just don't really know what it is that's going on. So this extremely intelligent ER doctor rattled off 3 things that were kind of in her mind that the radiologists had seen evidence of in the x-rays, and they weren't sure which one of these 3 things might have caused the swelling in his arm. It could be, there's arguments for all 3 of them. She couldn't tell me exactly what was going on, and why this had occurred. So, but one of the things that, the blood tests and that sort of, and the x-rays, that could be the aspiration pneumonia, could be heart related. She was concerned that, that he had, at one point he was kind of breathing kind of rattly, and so she wanted to hospitalize him and get him on IV antibiotics, very similar to when he's been hospitalized in the past, and he would be in oxygen there, and so we decided to do that and go ahead with that. So he's at the hospital now. The only thing they're doing for him overnight is keeping him on oxygen and giving him the IV antibiotics. In the morning, they plan to transfer him to internal medicine at this new vet hospital, not the one that he had been going to. This one is more sophisticated. They definitely have, kind of more cutting edge techniques in general. I was very interested that they had already sort of identified 3 possible things going on within Wyatt that hadn't been identified in the past. And so I think, it was, his internist, which is his internal medicine doctor that he's had for months now, who I love, is out on vacation. He doesn't get back until Monday. And so, what do we do while he's out? I think, what I ended up deciding is that it's worth having a new set of eyes with different doctors, a different team of internal medicine specialists. Take a look at him and see if there's anything that maybe was missed, or maybe other possibilities. Maybe there's different equipment that they use at this hospital. And so, I think that, there's this possibility, there's no guarantee, but there's a possibility that we could get some answers from their internal medicine team tomorrow that we haven't had previously. So that's sort of the, you might think of it as a second opinion, but I'm thinking of it not really looking for conflicting information with his current internist, but just maybe additional information that we haven't gotten before. So that's the plan as far as tonight, and then tomorrow goes. It really, I can't really say past tomorrow, what the plan is. We just kind of have to hang tight, I think, until I hear from internal medicine and just get an idea of what they think might be going on. But the things that the ER doctor rattled off, these, you know, different terminology for these different conditions, there was a zero way that I could remember the words, these, you know, long medical terms that she was using just went in one ear and out the other. I had, without seeing it on paper, I could not tell you the words that she used. So I'm not even going to pretend to try to describe the possibilities that Wyatt might have, but, you know, just consider that, you know, it might be lung related, it might be heart related, it might be something else. So, you know, we just don't know. But, you know, the swelling did not come back in the time that we were there. I was there for 11, 12, 6, 7 hours. 7 hours at the ER. The swelling did not come back. And, you know, we're hopeful. You know, I saw him before I left. I got to see him back in his oxygen cage and got to give him some kisses. And, you know, he was walking around. He was trying to eat his food. I brought all everything that he needs for a sleepover. He's got his food there. He's got his blender. I brought the actual blender to blend his food. He's got all his medications, and he has a really nifty bag that has his name on it that Jill sent, and it has a little adorable monster on it. And so he's got his own overnight bag that he brought with him. So, you know, he's comfortable. I'm not too nervous about him spending the night. I'm not really too nervous about, you know, how he'll do until tomorrow. You know, I think they'll take good care of him, and he doesn't generally get very stressed at hospitals. So I think that he'll do fine overnight. But, you know, we'll have to see tomorrow what more news we get. So that's pretty much it. I don't have a lot of answers even after being there all day long. He continues to be this medical mystery. So I can't say how long he'll be there or anything. But I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to share. So thanks for hanging tight all day. I am sure it was difficult not hearing from me and not having any news, but I appreciate everyone's patience, and hopefully we'll learn something tomorrow. And it should be, you know, I don't know exactly when they'll call, but at some point tomorrow. I think, you know, it was clear though that he has some quite complex innards going on that he was born with. I don't think any of us would be surprised by that. All right. I have not eaten since like 8 o'clock this morning, so I will be going to get some dinner now, and I appreciate the CC Nutty. Thank you very much. All right, I will share my update when I hear anything. So no news tonight is good news. All right. I will be back later tonight. I'll give these girls some food and weigh them and give meds and everything closer to 9 o'clock tonight. All right. See you later.